Hey gang, welcome to this super chilled out yoga session. So find a nice comfortable seated posture and make sure that you're lengthening out through the spine, right to the crown of the head. Your chin is relaxed, your face is relaxed. Start focusing on your breath. You can do some chin rolls, neck rolls over here, taking the chin from side to side. We're not rolling the head back because that gets into the cartilage, which is not good. So just keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Let's take the hands up towards the ceiling. Stretch out through the shoulders and exhale, walk them forward. Still in your seated posture, you want to keep the sitting bones on the floor and relax that forehead down to your mat as far as you can go. You shouldn't feel any pain, any strains here. If it's easier, then you can just pop a book underneath your sitting bones to lift you up a little higher. Inhale, walk the hands up towards the shins. And we're going to swap those feet over. That's just going to give you a gentle stretch into either side of the glutes and find that seated posture. Coming back into your breath, even inhales, even exhales. Inhale, stretching the hands up, interlace the fingers, press the palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, take the hands forward, walking them as far as you can go, sitting bones on the floor, knees are propped open. Inhale, start to bring the hands towards the feet again. We're going to come into a diamond shape with the legs. So bring the soles of the feet together and then just drop those knees open as wide as you can. Again, you can use a book underneath the sitting bones. Take the arms under the calf muscles and then bring the hands on top of your feet. Elbows are coming down towards the ground. And then slowly draw your forehead down towards the heels. Use the weight of your head to stretch out through the top of your spine a little bit more. Note to self, don't wear hair down during yoga videos because it's pretty irritating. And if you want to come a bit deeper in this posture, then just use the hands as levers, as leverage on the feet, and then draw the torso down a bit further. Deep breaths in and exhale. Roll up through the spine. We're going to bring those knees together and then come into our tabletop. So knees are underneath the hips and hands are underneath the shoulders. And just move through your cats and your cows. We're going to inhale, lift the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest, round out through the spine, tuck that tailbone under. Inhale, drop the belly down, lifting the chin up towards the ceiling. Just keep going as many times as you want to. Exhale, take the hips down towards the heels in our child's pose. You can come into this posture anytime you want to. If you are feeling uncomfortable in the neck, then just stack the hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on top of your hands. Keep the breath going. Inhale, rolling through the spine. We're going to bring the right foot forward to come into a low lunge. Inhale, bring the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take them down on the inside of that right foot. You should feel a nice generous stretch going in that left hip flexor and in the right hip. So you can keep the hands flat on the floor as I'm doing now. Otherwise, if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, then bring the elbows down. You can start with just the left one if it's a bit easier for you. Inhale, bringing the hands back up. We're gonna just hold it here for another couple of breaths. Let's make sure that spine is straight. And we're gonna take the left hip all the way back towards that left heel. The right toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Start to draw your torso down towards the right knee, opening up in the back of the knee. You can take a towel and wrap it around your foot if that's easier, just to help you out there with some flexibility. And then inhale, we're going to start moving into a pigeon pose. So walk that right foot across the belly, right heel's pointed towards the left hip. And then exhale, walk the hands forward, coming into your sleeping swan. Be sure to keep breathing in this posture. Inhale to bring the hands back up towards the knee. Coming back into your child's pose. Just chill here for a couple of moments, a couple of breaths. And then bring that left foot forward to come back into that low lunge. Inhale, taking the hands up. And exhale, take the hands down on the inside of the left foot. Both hips are facing forward. A good generous stretch in that right hip flexor. Holding it here for as long as you want. And if you want to go a bit deeper into that stretch, take the elbows down. You can start with the right elbow first and then work towards bringing them both down. Inhale to bring the hands back up onto the mat. Hold it here for another couple of breaths. And then take the hip all the way back towards the right heel, opening up into that left knee. Again, you can wrap a towel around the back of your foot to help you with some flexibility. Really good. We're going to bring that left foot across the belly, coming into the pigeon pose on the left. So remember, you want that left heel to face towards the right hip. And then when you're ready, you can walk the hands forward, coming into your sleeping swan. Think about relaxing in those glute muscles. Inhale, bring the hands back up towards the left foot. And then come back into your child's pose. We're going to bring ourselves onto our bellies. Take the left hand forward and the right arm is going to slide underneath the left arm. Take your gaze over towards your right fingers and try to draw the left shoulder down towards the floor. This posture should feel completely relaxing and not strenuous or overwhelming at all. Pressing into the left arm, we're going to take that right arm forward and bring the left hand underneath. And again, dropping the right shoulder down towards the floor, taking your gaze over towards those left fingers. You can bring the right hand back in. Inhale into a cobra. Nice. Gentle stretch in the whole front of the body. Press the hips down into the floor. And then we're going to bring the big toes together and take the knees nice and wide and drop down into a nice wide child's pose. You want to think about bringing the belly down to the floor. So this next posture that we're going to do, we have two variations. So this is if you are super flexible and have done yoga before, nice flexibility in the hip flexors and especially in the lower back, then you can start to come into this beautiful extreme front body stretch. So you really want to make sure that you are completely relaxed here. Otherwise, you can just do the alternative that I have in the top. They are both equally as beneficial in stretching the front part of your body, especially into the hip flexors. You can start to come back up from this posture. Remember to keep the head nice and neutral. And then we're going to come onto our backs and then gently draw the knees into our chest. So this next posture, if your neck and shoulders are feeling a little bit tender, then just stay in this position. You can even rest your heels and your legs against a wall, which is actually a great posture to be in. Otherwise, you can come into a shoulder stand, and this is really going to rush that blood back to the brain, which is, what we need every now and then. So from the shoulder stand, start to bring the toes back down behind your head. Press the toes into the floor and open up into the backs of the knees. If you can't reach the floor, then just leave your hands pancaked on the back, on your lower back. Try not to wrap the fingers around the waist. We're going to drop the knees onto either side of the head. This is called our ear pressure pose. And then slowly come back into your shoulder stand. Remember to support the lower back with your hands. And then we're just gently going to roll the spine back down. Draw the soles of the feet together. Knees are propped open. A slight gap between the lower back and the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are relaxed. Chin is relaxed. Breathing into the chest. Breathing into the belly. In this posture, you should start to feel some endorphins running through the body. Just start to feel completely relaxed. Bring the knees back into the chest. If your lower back is feeling slightly tender, then take the feet onto either side of the mat and bring the knees in. Otherwise, you can come into your full Shavasana, into your corpse pose. And just allowing the feet to flop open on either side, and you can stay here for as long as you want.